Oof. Isn't that a great way?
Why don't you move this and then you put on that?
There's so much stuff to be cleaning on.
I know, right? Hold up. Let me just take this.
That's how you gotta finish.
Oof.
New duck sauce.
Wasn't that a great way to start this video, guys? So, as you can see, we're back in my friend Ariana's dorm. Ariana, say hi.
Yo.
And then her other friend Jasmine's right up here, mystery person on the camera. You can't even see her.
Wait. No, wait, I don't like my
I'll touch
introduction. Hey. That's my favorite. Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh, she a mess. And Jasmine. And then Jasmine right here. So today was our first full day in the University of Albany as freshmen. I mean, I moved in yesterday, so you guys saw my entire room tour. But they actually officially moved in today. And you know, as typical freshmen in the University of Albany #1 party school, we wanted to know where the party was at.
We did.
We did.
We really did. We wanted to know. So we're just gonna shoot this video to tell you guys how that first party experience at the U Albany actually went.
While we eating Chinese food.
Yes, while we're eating Chinese food. Right now it's about almost 1 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
Uh-huh.
We just got back to our dorm. We ordered some Chinese food. So we're just gonna like start this messed up story. Ariana, you wanna start?
Order it.
No, we didn't order it.
Chinese food.
Yeah. Well, start
After
from the
our
beginning.
excursion.
Start from the beginning.
Okay. So first, we chilling in the crib or whatever. And we just chilling, and then we get a text talking about, oh, yo, there's a party today. Let's go. So, like, you know what? We could lay here and be here and be in our pajamas, but let's go to a party. Let's be socialites, right? So we go, we dress up, we get popped out, put that makeup.
Fix my afro and laid back my edges.
Put that
I
fancy
tried on
gloss.
like 5 different outfits.
Big fat.
Put that fancy gloss. Get ready. Go out. Meet up with the people. This was our first mistake. We get to the quad where we're meeting up with the people, and it ends up being about 50 people about to walk to the bus stop together. We should have been like, whoa, what the heck?
Well, like, it was good that we were traveling in packs because we were all knew we didn't know where we were going.
Yeah.
But when we got to the actual bus,
There were at least 200.
it was at least 200 people waiting for the same bus to all go to the same area for the same party.
Then,
First of all, before we even got to the bus, we were confused on which party we were
Yes.
going to. So we were over here thinking we were going to what? Washington or Hudson.
we thought we were going to Hudson.
And then they're like, nah, we're going to Washington. But it was like alternating between the two.
And no one could find the address.
Like, so maybe somebody, like, as an example, oh, it's at 300 at Washington. No, it's at 400 Washington. We're like, what?
Then come to find out, there's parties happening all over the block.
Everywhere.
But we can't get in not one because there's too many heads. And if like you guys don't know that Brooklyn like slang, New York slang, that basically means there's too many people and you're making the block hot by like drawing too much attention to it. So they're not gonna let you in.
No, so the first mistake was we get to the bus stop and there are like 200 people trying to get on one bus, but nobody knows which bus or nobody knows where to get off or to get on the bus because it's dark and you can't see. We go, and then somebody says, oh, let's get on this bus. Mind you, it's the wrong bus. So we get on the wrong bus. And we go.
And
Driving down.
one of our friends is like, yeah, if we just keep going straight, we'll be there soon.
And we can just walk down 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
Because we had to get off the bus because we knew it wasn't going where we had to go.
But then, instead of going straight, it made a right.
That's where it all went wrong.
It went downhill from
It
there.
really just did.
So we had to get off the bus. Like, how many of us now?
All 100 of us that were on that bus.
We got off, and then everybody just started getting off
Yes.
the bus.
I don't know why they started following us though, but I guess so. So we got off, and then we went back to the corner and started going straight.
This then became the walk of our lives.
Really.
They were like, oh, it's 2 blocks. Then 2 blocks turned into 2 avenues. And avenues are like 8 blocks combined together.
Yep.
Mind you, there's no street lights down here. So we were walking in pitch black. And,
I didn't even notice that.
and you know what's funny about that? As we were walking ourselves to this bus, the police people like on our campus stopped us. and this beautiful, nice little sign and said, "Take flashlights." Like they knew what was gonna happen that night.
Sketchy area.
So we're walking down this block. It feels like we're walking forever. Then everybody's like, "Oh, we got crossed." Everybody starts crossing on a green light.
No,
And
no,
running
they're
straight through
Cross.
traffic. Straight through traffic.
In front of cars, and they're like, "Cross," and everybody crosses. And I'm like, "Yo, why do we keep crossing?" "Oh, we gotta cross again." Like, what? And we get to the place. We finally done walking for like 10 minutes. Get to the place, and they're like, "Oh, you can come in." And then we go in.
Mind you, that party looked so lit.
It was in a basement.
It was so nice. So they had
Yeah.
music. There was people. I wanted to go in so bad.
It was lit, but when I looked down there from the stairs that I was on, the ceiling was literally touching your head.
Oh my
and
God.
it was like so packed, like we wouldn't be able to fit in.
Y'all don't understand how bad I wanted to party. Like, I really just wanted to go party. My feet were killing me by that time, and I was just like, okay, next place. Let's see what we do next.
So we come out of there, and before that, everybody was like kind of like standing around for like 5 minutes. Like, "Oh, do we go down this block or this block to the party?" I'm like, why don't we just walk down 2 blocks, like 2 minutes, 2 seconds to the house to see where the party is. So you walk down to the other party, and there is no party. I don't remember seeing a party.
There was nothing.
Then they're like, "Yo, my friend just told me they're at this party. We gotta walk this way."
But mind you, they said it was a Confederate party.
Yeah,
They
it's
were like,
sketchy out
they
here.
were like, it was like Confederate. I was like, hold up, I'm a black girl.
A black activist. My people.
It was all of us black kids and a couple of like other kids all walking trying to find this party. Like we were all trying to just party as our first day here, and the parties were just
Dropping like flies.
Exactly. And we saw mad enough police cars just like go down by us, and we were so afraid that they were gonna stop us and be like, "Where y'all going tonight?" But they just kept going, and we were just like, "Where's the party at?"
Mm-hmm.
And then when we walked
To the Confederate one.
to the Confederate one, there was nothing
We were
there.
desperate.
They were like, this is just some
A
boring
pregame. This is a pregame. The actual party's gonna start
Party.
later.
So we walked into some sketchy area, and there's like a huge deli, and we see a bunch of college kids just going up and down each block. in
And man of
different
old
directions.
men. There was so much old men over there. We were like,
first of all, I knew it was like a dub when I started to see mad grown, like not grown, but like late 20-year-old guys walking around, and I was like, I don't do this. And then we go to another place, and then they said it's also a pregame. "Oh, we're from the college. We're not from the Albany, and we're going to pregame, and then we're going to the bar after, so there's no party." And then we're like, okay. So we walk in, somebody's like, "Yo, my friend's calling me. She's at this lit party right now. Where is it?" "Oh, it's just up the road." We're walking, and at this point, the 3 of us are like, "Yo, like we're over."
my feet hurt. I'm tired. There's no party. I'm thirsty. I'm about to drop on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
hungry.
Then out of the blue, like fucking Jesus, comes the Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah, we're like, "Yo, I could really go for some good Chinese food right
No,
now."
wait, but like they wanted. We got to the other party and it was shut down.
Police
And
is
then-
already there.
Yeah. So then they were like, "There's this other party going on," but then that was the point where we're like, we want to go home, but our friends were there and we didn't want to leave them, so we continued walking. But I'm over here like, there's a group of them. They'll be fine. They could get home by with them.
And that
We
was
don't
a
need to
hard
stay.
decision. Like we didn't make it like as an easy
Yeah,
decision
like,
because we didn't want to leave. Like
we
as
really
they
didn't wanna
tell
leave.
you stay in groups, but they wanted to party and we were tired.
Like, so we gave up. So we ended up getting Chinese food.
Oh yeah. And also, this is how you know that we walked mad far, because normally, like from our original location, it was like 22 minutes back to campus. But from the place that we ended up, all the way in the middle of nowhere, it's a 51-minute ride back to the campus. I was like, what? So we were like, nah, we had just talked about, "Oh, yo, we're feeling like I could go for some Chinese food right now." We hit this block, Chinese restaurant is right there. I'm like, boom, this is it. We out. And we told them, we're like, "Yo, son,
It's a miracle.
it's clip. We don't really want to go party anymore. We hungry. We want to sit in our room in our pajamas and talk and watch movies." And that's what we ended up doing. And we took a lift that took 8 minutes, and we didn't have to take no 50-minute bus ride.
Where do you Albany? My RA dad told me, guys, you're gonna want to get a lift because after a certain time, buses stop running and lift's gonna sit here and save your life. It really did, because if I had to wait on a bus, I would lay on the floor.
you wouldn't have seen me right here.
That ass. I would not be shooting this video right now.
We wouldn't be eating this Chinese food.
Now the Chinese food spot good. I gotta remember where
Yeah.
you at. I gotta go save that address they picked us up from.
My chicken a little dry, but it's good. I could
Mine
eat
is
it.
fine.
What else we have to say about our first day at
Either
Albany?
way, we still have so many parties to go to.
There's
it's our
so
first
many.
day. And it's only freshmen on the campus.
Hey,
That's probably why I was so disorganized. Our upperclassmen aren't here to save us yet.
The upperclassmen aren't here to be like, yo, these are where the good parties are at, these are where the bad parties are at. They're not here. And it's only freshmen. And all the freshmen got here and their parents left, and now they're so eager to go out and party. So looking for any type of gathering of people with any type of music and some weed. And that's it. And we were like, we're not here for it. And there's literally so many parties that are going to come up in the year. It's like, why struggle and get tight walking around for this one when you could just go back to the room and be
But
happy?
on the whole, overall, other than the party, I've had a great time here so far.
I really have. I
Yes.
really like it.
Yeah.
Our room is like beautiful.
Big
It's
and nice.
huge.
Air
Tappan
conditioned?
Hall is where it's at. If you go into Albany and you
Well,
know,
we don't know about Indian.
yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
But
People
in state,
State is honestly lit. People give State a bad rep, but State, low rises, and some rooms in State Tower are nice.
people say that, oh, you know, Indian is the best, but I really haven't seen any Indian low rises. But in terms of like state low rises, if you want to be on state, you got to get in Tappan Hall. Tappan Hall is where it's at, because this hall, we got AC. Does anybody else have AC?
nah.
Nah, we evolved. We here, so we lit.
Is there anything else we would like to say?
Do we want to talk about anything else on camera?
My moving experience.
Oh yeah,
It
moving
was
it.
stressful.
I told him yesterday how horrible it was. You can go ahead.
It was hectic. It was a hot mess. My whole family was here. Everybody was saying different things. Oh, you should put this here. You should do that. Like, you have to remember, it's your room. So don't have a bunch of people telling you a trillion things, because at the end of the day, you're the one living there, and you should have all the final say about everything. And you know, get prepared early, because this doesn't come together real easy, because if you start buying stuff at the last minute, you're gonna be stressed out. Whereas, you know, if you start early, then you got time. You can be prepared. You have time to prepare and, you know, get yourself together. This did not come together easily. It took about, for me, it took 2 days. I came yesterday and started unpacking half of my stuff. And then I came back today and had to get the rest of my stuff unpacked.
And let me tell you guys something. In Albany, moving day. You got, I don't know. I'm a mess, guys. It's tragic. So Albany, moving day. You know those yellow bins they usually give you for moving? Yeah. You get one bin and one elevator trip only.
Oh, that's in the tower.
My tower has 21 floors. You get one trip, one elevator ride. If you don't get all your stuff up, you must now carry yourself up yourself, one by one, to the elevator to get to your room. Waiting in the sun more than 30 minutes to get up the floor, and then you have to climb down all the floors because there's no elevator to take you back down.
And they call you by number, like you're in groups, and they have to call your group. Whereas in
To
Arlen,
allow you.
we're on the we're in the second floor. So you know we lit and like we had to get a bin and we had 30-minute time.
We had
limit.
one bin in 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it was easier because also in our hall they have an elevator. So they turn the elevator on for when it's moving, and they let us in the elevator and go up and down. And it was hard because we had to go like across the quad to get to the parking lot, but it was fun. It wasn't terrible.
Wait, so how long did it take you to unpack?
As I told you guys before, I got in here 8 o'clock. I first waited online to get my ID card. That took 2 hours. Just to get not my ID card, just to get my keys and check in. 2 hours. Then I had to go online. That line was beyond long.
At 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
I understand you got here so early.
No, if you come here early, it should be short.
Even earlier, people they were saying some people came at 6 o'clock and started moving in.
No, yeah, because when I came, at like 10 on the first day, there was nobody waiting. Like, all the lines were gone because everybody came early.
Yeah.
But then this morning, when you guys were coming at like 8, the bin line was like the bin line was so long. I never saw that.
That's the second part. Then I had to go and wait another hour on the bin line because the way that the bins work, everybody already had a bin out, and you cannot get a bin until somebody brought a bin back. That line ended up stretching from one half of the quad all the way to the other half and around. And you only get the bin once. So after that one time I got the bin, I couldn't bring stuff up anymore because my dad, like, he just was like, okay, you're either gonna have to carry it one by one or we have to go to Walmart and just like go get it. And by that time it was like 12 o'clock. We were there since 8. We were starving. So we just went and got buffet food, and then we went to Walmart to get like 2 giant rolling containers and tried to pack everything in to get that one last trip up the stairs.
The Walmart over here is so huge.
Wally's World is where it's at.
I haven't been there yet, so I wouldn't
It's
know.
huge. It's 2 floors, and you know that it's huge when they have the thing in the escalator for the carts to go down.
Really?
Yes, it's crazy.
Yes.
And like you come in the first floor and you're like, oh, this looks kind of small. Like, where's everything? And then you go to the escalator and you look, and it looks like another world down there. It's crazy. It's really nice. It's really huge. But I would say just, come early.
Bring your own cart. Bring your own cart.
And for me, I would say, I'm a hypocrite for saying this, but I would say don't overpack. But I overpacked and everything fit, so. I only sent home a few things.
The only way that you could really end up with like not enough space in Albany is if you have an increased triple room, which basically means like it was meant to be double like this.
That's what their room was like.
Yeah, but instead you had an extra third person added into your room, so now you have a bunk bed and a single. Cause when that happens, you have to share a closet with somebody.
Yeah.
And then all your space is just gone.
That's crazy. But they have, and our suite mates have an increased triple room, but it's only 2 of them and 2 beds.
Yeah.
Which is very, very good. Like, that never happened. We were supposed to.
So that means their room is bigger than ours.
Yeah, their room is a little bigger than ours. But, like, I think their room was supposed to have an RA, but our RA in this hall is a guy. So they had to put him in a boys' room. So we ended up getting just a bigger room altogether.
That's another thing they don't tell you. In New Albany, they don't like specifically mention this on their website, but it's co-ed halls, all the quads. All the quads are co-ed halls. They don't tell you, but it really is. So you'll have like a suite full of girls, a suite full of guys, and they'll like be like right across the hall from each other. So when you come here, be prepared.
Yeah, we have
in your
4.
common room, just see people hanging out.
I honestly think that the room to the left of us is like the only room around us that's all girls.
Yeah.
Because the 2
boys
across are
from
all
us.
boys, yeah. And another thing, I recommend you bring a TV because, they have cable here and they have a lot of channels. I was very surprised. They have
Except not that.
They just don't
Giants
have
game.
the Giants
Except
game.
because for the first time I had to find out that the New York Giants versus the New York Jets is a local game and it's not nationally televised. What?
That's dumb.
That's so dumb. And so I couldn't watch my game and I had to check who won. But they have like over 100 channels here.
Who won?
I didn't even check.
You can check now.
Like honestly, this is my first day here. Class hasn't started yet, but I like it so far. It's not too bad.
No, I'm here for it.
I like it.
Oh, and the boys here are valid.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the first 5, like literally the first minute I came in, I saw this boy and I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like first minute I came, like literally I came out of the car and he was coming down the stairs. And I was like,
Love that first fight.
Well, that was a good thing about the
Giants
party.
won
A mess.
22 to 16.
Oof. The good thing about the party though that I liked kind of like was the crowd. And like I met not like the party, but like on the way going to the party, like we met a lot of new people. And like there were some funny people, there were some cool people.
Yeah.
I don't even know any of their names.
I don't know any of their names, but I met them
Well,
on
I
campus.
Well, you guys like Osher.
It was just like we were saying things and then they were like, yo sis, I agree, like type of thing.
Because they're cool like that.
But I never got any of their names. What happened to Z? Yo, where'd he end up?
To be honest, I don't know.
But he's smart because he left before all of us and got in an Uber, so he got there before all of us.
He probably got into the first party, to be honest.
He's probably living his best life.
Oh my god, I'm jealous.
As you should.
But yeah, that's how it went down.
It was not a terrible day.
It wasn't terrible, but it was eventful.
Eventful. And tiring.
And now we're back in the
Aching.
room eating Chinese food.
Yeah.
No, I just want to lay down and like eat
Chill.
and watch TV. Yeah, because I can't do this anymore.
What? Oh gosh.
She's always like
Evan
this.
Engram got a concussion.
Okay. This is the end of the video.
This is where we end it. Peace out, guys.
I love you all.
Bye.
I'll be starting a YouTube channel.
Let me pop up again.
I think my hair looks like an egg, but it's okay. If you think I'm crazy, wait till a later video and you'll see I'm gonna pop out.
That's wild. Well, later, guys. Have a good night.